What's up, guys? Another episode of Pixel Effect here. You know, the weekend draws near. This week flew by. I'm kind of glad it did, kind of sad it didn't. Most because classes started this week again. But, 3 more classes and I'll have my master's degree. So that's a good thing. I'll be done with that and I can, hopefully I can focus on other things like work and YouTube much more instead of worrying about, oh God, I got an exam. Because if you're trying to finish college, go ahead and do everything at first. Do not wait, because it gets annoying when you get a full-time job and all that stuff. Just go ahead and finish college as soon as you can. Don't wait. Don't put it off. If you can finish it, do it. But anyway, tonight, got 2 videos. This one is not so much Shantae based. We do Shantae. I just joined the Shantae Discord. It's pretty fun meeting other Shantae fans, that's passionate and stuff. And I was surprised that people actually recognized me in the Discord when I joined. So that was a fun thing, But we'll get on that later. I got to stay on track. This train is going to go into the ditch again. But I want to talk about, Nintendo is pushing out their online subscription service coming out this September, or AKA next month. Around the second half of it, which usually means Nintendo's terms. I'm guessing September 25th, something like that. I literally think they won't do it to the end. I could be wrong. They could literally do it in the middle of the month. But, and I see a lot of comments on Facebook and stuff of people that are upset about the online service. I see people commenting like, why do I gotta pay? I've been playing for free all this time and now you're trying to charge me and you lost a customer and you're just getting greedy. Well, I'm gonna clap my hands together and just take a deep breath and say, you guys, the people who, not you guys, the people who watch this really, but the people who complain, you do know when the Switch was when it was first announced, they announced at the announcement that there was going to be an online subscription service coming. They were still working on it and it was actually supposed to be here much sooner than we got it, but it was no hidden secret that it was coming out. And that was literally, I believe, even back then, there were rumors of it being around $20. So we've known. It's even on the Switch box, I believe, somewhere. My Switch box is out in the garage because I had no use for it in the house. But I'm pretty sure somewhere on the box it says online fees may, it pretty much says somewhere on it that it's going to be a subscription service coming out eventually. So there should be no surprise, and it's only $20. And I know to some $20 is a lot, but it's not $20 a month. It's literally $20 a year. That's a pretty good deal, I see people complaining about how, it's expensive and stuff, but if you can afford to throw down $60 for, say, Monster Hunter or, some other big name game I can't think of, the new Destiny expansion, anything, the new Mario Tennis, $20 shouldn't kill you. Just stay away from Subway for a week, and there you go. You got $20. And Nintendo's promising a lot of things. Now some of the things on here, I'm kind of iffy about. I want to know more about. I already have my card pre-ordered. So when it launches, I should have it. But one thing they said they're going to have are classic NES games, and they're going to have online features. So that means, the old Super Mario Brothers World 3, stuff like that. I believe the original Super Mario Brothers will have online play with friends, which is pretty sweet, But on that note, they said there's going to be about 30 games, close to around the launch of the service. And the thing with it, though, it's just NES right now. That won't sell. You need to have more than that, The only thing on the service that really just, there's 2 things, but this really irks me, because Nintendo, if you haven't noticed, also has been going after a lot of ROM sites lately, or emulation sites, where basically you can get old games for free and play them on an emulator. I've done that in the past. I'm not ashamed to admit that. I've downloaded NES, SNES, and it's fun because there are a lot of games out there we can't get anymore that you can play on that service. I remember downloading, Biker Mice from Mars. I never got to play that game as a kid, and you can never find it, you know. And it was so fun to play. And most times when you find old games like that, you know, people say, well, you can go out and buy them. For one, Nintendo doesn't get any money from used games, and it's hard to find some games, you know. One game I did buy, and emulation does help, because one game I bought that you cannot find, and it's kind of expensive, is Keto, I believe. It's a little bunny girl shooter game. I got that, you know, and it's actually pretty fun on the Sega Saturn. Had it not been for emulation, I would never have known about that game or cared to get it. But once I played it, I really wanted that as a physical version, as a collector's item, you know. But, you know, and this whole point is Nintendo's taking down these sites, but when they do this, there's no other way to play these old games, you know. The old Mario Brothers, unless you have to buy it again and again for each system. They don't have it like, say, PlayStation or Xbox, where if you buy it once, it carries over to each system. No, you have to buy that game again. With that being said, PlayStation Now, you kind of have to do that too. Because on PS3, you know, you can play PS1, PS2, PS3 games. PS4, you gotta pay for a streaming service, which is stupid. Which I'm hoping the PS5 they just get rid of that. I really hate that so much. You know, 'cause I'm looking at it right now like, oh, I got the original Crash game, and I can't just put it into my PS4 because, you know, oh, backwards compatibility is too expensive to put into the system nowadays. You know, that's just dumb. Xbox is doing a little bit better in that field, where they're actually every now and again bringing more old games back. You know, like, okay, I can play Perfect Dark Zero on my Xbox One. That's pretty sweet. PS4, too bad. I'm stuck playing Monster Hunter every night, which is not a bad game. But for the Nintendo system, I believe they need to put more games. They need to have SNES, 64, and GameCube. Now, I thought about this hard. I do not want to get greedy, but I do not think they should put Wii games on the service. Like, I really don't think they want to get. It's Nintendo. I really don't see them getting that. How would you say? I don't see them being that generous with their games. But I really do think this service, they could push out 64, SNES, and GameCube games on it. Because how fun would it be to be able to download these old games? And if they bring it out, stop charging an arm and a leg for games that are literally over 20 years old. There's no reason I should have to pay, near $5 for Super Mario Brothers. Literally, it's a freaking that game is literally over 27 years old. There's no 27 years old. There's no reason for someone to have to pay that like $5 or even $3 for that game. You know, you can do like Amazon, release a service for music where you can pay like 99 cents for like, now if the game was super rare, maybe $3. Mario Brothers was not rare. I can go to any little, Tic Tac game store and find that game just bundled up. Now if it was a physical game, yeah, $5. Not physical, no. Stop charging $5 every time you release that game. But honestly, for a price range, like if it was an NES game, I'd say $1 to $3 for the whole, catalog. Not the entire catalog, but each game, $1 to $3. If it's SNES, maybe $1 to $5, $6 maybe. If you have 64, you can go up a little bit. You can do maybe 5 to 8 to 10. Because some 64 games, they still hold up. Mario 64, I pay $7 for that. I wouldn't go above that anymore. If I want to do that, I just go plug my 64 in. And then GameCube games, that's when I start hitting the $15, $20 range. Do that. I think that'd be awesome. But I really just don't see it. I really don't see right now. Just the NES games, they got to do better than that. If that's what this whole thing's going to be, it's just them putting NES games out. That's going to be dumb. And somebody else brought up a good point on the online forum was when Nintendo's doing this to ROM sites because they want to push their classic systems. Well, a lot of people bought those SNESs and minis and stuff to put other games on. There's a lot of people on YouTube who put ROMs on it. you know, but God, it's just annoying, you know. But I really think they're doing this so they're gonna push out a 64 mini pretty soon. I guarantee you anything. There's gonna be a 64 mini coming within this next year or late this year, and that's what they're doing. They're trying to push these little mini systems with like 20 games, you know, with maybe, you know, maybe half good and the other half just throwaway games, you know. But it's just annoying, and so. Yeah, but we'll see. I'm giving Nintendo the benefit of the doubt. You know, I'm giving the benefit of the doubt. And then, you know, so we'll see. And the next thing, you know, is the voice chat. Oh my God. It is so annoying to have voice chat in games on Switch. It was an ordeal to have voice chat in Splatoon. Like, why can't you just have the voice chat on the system? Why do I gotta use my phone? It's just dumb, you know? And I understand a lot of young people nowadays, I don't know. Maybe they don't like, when I was growing up, you know, when Xbox Live first came out and stuff and you had voice chat, maybe people don't like having people say they suck at games. Maybe they don't like hearing the truth. Maybe they just don't like hearing people scream at them. But I mean, you can just mute that person. But nowadays, a lot of companies won't stick just open lobbies in their games. And sometimes they do, but Nintendo seems to go that route where they're trying to protect people, and you gotta use a smartphone app. You can't have just open lobbies, and it's annoying. It really is. Because you gotta get in the phone app, you gotta plug your headset in, and if you haven't seen this Splatoon headset, it's a pain in the butt. I was excited to get one, but when I finally got it in, that thing had more cords than. I don't know. It was just a mess, and it was annoying to plug up. God, it was annoying. I'll post a picture up here that you see it. It was just stupid, and it was a cheap little headset. You know, it wasn't anything like Turtle Beach or Sony's Gold and Platinum series. It was a pretty bad headset, but their voice chat's dumb. I really do hope they can do something where you can have voice chat on the system. I don't see why we can't have voice chat on the system. I mean, I'll still download your little app, but let me have voice chat on the system instead, please. Please, you know? I mean, because some of us like having open lobbies because not all of us have a lot of friends that sit around their cell phones like, man, you want to play some Mario Kart tonight or Splatoon? Sure. Let me go get my cell phone so I can talk to you. Well, why do you need your cell phone? Can you not just talk on the system? No, I need my cell phone, man. Go get your phone, fool. You know? But, God, I don't know. It's, you know, those are two things I'm not looking forward to, is the voice chat in the classic NES games. Like, put the voice chat on the system, give us more games than just NES. But if they do that, I'll be happy. I mean, I'm still gonna pay for it, but I'll be happier if they do that. I-E-R. Yeah, something like that. You know, then they got, you know, the system has the classic, oh, you get game discounts, and, you know, if they do good discounts, hopefully they do like Xbox Live, because I was just on there last night, and Battlefront 2, you know, which is usually $59 in the Microsoft store, it was literally going for $10. I'm like, dang, that's a pretty good deal. But it was just for Gold members. I don't have no point in buying that game again because it was a nightmare on PlayStation just to get Platinum almost, you know, but not doing that again. But if they do discounts like that, I'd be happy. But like I said, if they're gonna sell NES games and stuff, they can't keep charging the same amounts. And I'm pretty sure the virtual console's all but gone. Like I said, it's Nintendo. I don't know why they got rid of that, because I really enjoyed that. I had a lot of fun buying old Nintendo games, but it seems like each system they just kind of go. They don't even try to put the classic games out. Nintendo has such a huge library of games, and they don't do anything with them. And over every system they release the same games: Mario Brothers 3, Mario 64. You may get Star Fox in there. Maybe a Mario Party. It's basically the same games every time, and every now and again we'll get one new game like, oh, guess what, we're gonna put Glover out. Seriously, Glover? But you know, they don't really seem to try. You know, like Nintendo, you're like Capcom, you got such a huge library of games. Actually, all old companies do that. Sega, Capcom, when they release games, they release just the bare minimum. How many times has Sega released Sonic the Hedgehog 1? My God. Like each system they released that game. I love Sonic, but like every system. Guess what, guys? We got another Sega Mega Collection. Oh, let me guess. What's the first game you're gonna announce? Sonic the Hedgehog and Golden Axe. Okay. Thanks, Sega. You know, but we'll see. You know, and they said there's gonna be future improvements with the system, online service, and we'll see. You know, like I said, I hope they have improved lobbies, because sometimes the games do drop matches. Not as much as people say. I think honestly, some people just have bad internet. Because like, man, yeah, your lobby sucks. I always drop out. I really haven't dropped out of that many matches on like Mario Kart or Splatoon, honestly. Like every now and again, yeah, I'll get kicked, but it's like once every, God, maybe 40 matches maybe in Splatoon. It's literally not, it doesn't happen much. But more things I want to see with the online service. They got to have more features. You know, you got to have you got to add more stuff like YouTube. YouTube should be on the Switch by now. Seriously, I would like to sit, well, I would say that I like to sit in bed with my Switch and watch YouTube. But I have, you know, my DS, my 3DS, and my PlayStation to watch Netflix, I guess. But it'd be nice to sit in bed and watch Netflix or YouTube on my Switch. You know, I could just set it up beside my bed, go to sleep, you know. But we still don't have those on it. So I hope we get those eventually. I hope we get a basic, you know, kind of faster internet browser on the system. More functionality with Twitter, you know, basically just add more apps to the system, you know, because right now it's, you know, you tout it as a handheld system console, but you don't have many apps yet. Add more apps to it, it'll be perfect, you know. But right now, I love my Switch. I love all my consoles. Each one has its own flaws, you know. PlayStation, has really crappy, well, they both, Xbox and PlayStation, have that crappy HDCP protection. I hate that so much. PlayStation though, you know, sometimes it overheats, you know. I've had it since the launch, but nowadays it overheats sometimes when like a really like tough game gets onto it, like Monster Hunter. When I plug that game in, it hums like a jet plane. The Xbox One X is quiet. Every game I played so far for it, super quiet. Only thing is, there's not many games I care to play on it that I don't already have a PlayStation. You know, they haven't really released anything just extraordinary yet. So it literally stays off most every day. It literally stays off, you know. Switch, great little system, great for conventions, great for midnight launches. But like I said, they need to fix a lot of stuff. They need, oh my God, yes. One last thing I want to add to that list, fix friends codes. Get rid of that crap. I've hated that since high school. I've hated that crap. Like, hey man, you wanna play Mario Kart? What's your friend code? Get rid of that crap. Just let us have like PlayStation, Xbox, and Steam. You put somebody's name in, you just hit add. You don't have to go through 76215F1K2037, whatever it is, you know, to get somebody's friends code. You know, it's just dumb. I can't go to a midnight launch and just say, hey man, what's your friend's code? And, I mean, what's your friend ID? Type it in my phone, add them. No, I gotta have a friend's code, you know, type it in. Okay, thanks man. You know, I can't tell you how many times people have taken pictures of my Switch at midnight events to add my friend's code to the Switch. It's just really dumb, but you know, I have hope for it. I really think it's gonna be I really think Nintendo may can do good with this. I really hope they can. Like I said, I've seen people supportive of it. I've seen people who are just pulling their hair out that they're being charged for it now. But like I said, I say give Nintendo the benefit of the doubt. If they burn the bridge that we're crossing right now, then to go after them. But right now, I say give them a shot. Let's just see how they do. If they do bad, then we can get the pitchforks and plasma cannons and go after them. But that's it, guys. Let me know what you think about the service. Are you looking forward to it? Do you hate it? Do you not play Switch? You know, let me know. Chit chat like you usually do. I enjoy it. But I'll talk to you guys later. I'm going to get Chinese food right now because I am hungry and it's going to storm tonight. But the sun's coming back out down that I'm looking, so maybe not. We'll see. Okay, y'all have a good night.